drafting Pearsall?
Laura, right now, there have been some conversations regarding other teams inquiring about the availability of Deebo Samuel.
I never heard of that guy,
but here's the
but apparently he's good at route running.
Wide receiver situation and why they drafted Ricky Pearsall in round 1. Number 1, you have a situation where Brandon Aiyuk is entering
they gotta pay them, huh?
his contract. They're working on a long-term deal. We'll see if they can get it done. Juwan Jennings entering the last year of his contract.
I swear to God, if the Kansas City Chiefs somehow get fucking Aiyuk, I'm gonna
so there are a
lose
lot of
my
wide
shit.
receiver questions, and the 49ers aren't waiting until they have to make moves to make more moves at the position. They're solidifying it now, getting ahead of it, and the plan right now would be to hold on to all those wide receivers. Now, whether or not they can sign Aiyuk, they'd like to, but we'll see whether they can. We talked about that exploding wide receiver market.
Aiyuk is a young. Aiyuk is a young wide receiver that, honestly, I don't like. If he has that dog to just want to win, then shit, you could probably hash out a deal. But most of the time, young wide receivers want the bag. No, not the tea bag, but the bag. So, and Aiyuk is shit, he could be a number 1 on any team. So, on most teams. So, yeah, he's gonna want that bag, bruh. I don't know if the Niners could pay him, but the Niners could fucking pay. They're rich, bruh.
Wide receiver questions, but that's why the 49ers invested heavily in the position in this draft.
Yeah, I mean, you think about how Ricky Pearsall would fit into this offense. It's pretty exciting to think about a 49ers offense, Lewis, that was already dynamic.
Go to the other side.
Think of how they approach this draft?
Look, I love it. I mean, that just as Adam is alluding to, this is what John Lynch is being paid to do. To, one, improve the football team now with an eye towards the future when it could materially change at that position in particular.
Pearsall.
And Ricky Pearsall, look, he's got a little bit of each guy in
okay.
Meaning he's the route runner, he's the run after the catch guy, he's the downfield threat that can make those kind of catches. I mean, that's stupid. That's
nice.
Stupid good right there. I mean, I don't think people understand how hard that is to make a one-handed catch and then get.
Yeah, I want to see that again.
That's like in particular.
That is insane.
And Ricky Pearsall, look, he's got a little bit of.
I thought he was a scrub, and then I saw that one-handed grab.
He's the route runner. He's the
my God.
Guy. He's the downfield threat that can make those.
And he held on to it.
I mean,
oh my
stupid.
God.
That's like stupid good right there. I mean,
yeah, tell him, Lewis.
Understand how hard that is to make a one-handed catch and then get crunched and still be able to hold on to the football. So you love the fact that look.
Okay, yeah, this guy is bro. The Niners, what the fuck?
With his contested catch ability, his run after catch ability. So now, depending upon which guy, you know, after the 24 season potentially isn't there, he can fill whichever role those guys leave. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Deebo. I'm not even saying he's going to be the next Aiyuk. He hasn't played a snap yet in the NFL.
He doesn't resemble any of those guys.
The profile and the skill set,
he is another
really
fucking 50-50 kind of jump ball receiver. From what it looks like.
You know, football is a game that's about mental mindset, guys. And I think the 49ers are going down a slippery slope here. And here's what I mean by this. Is because both receivers that they have, Deebo Samuel and Brandon Aiyuk, were, quote-unquote, on the trade block. There were reports around the draft. Aiyuk wants a new contract. Aiyuk is their best receiver. He's their best route runner. You go out and you draft a guy who we think eventually is going to be the replacement for one of those guys in Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, as Adam just said, we're going to be Kumbaya and run it all back. Like
shit, man.
Doesn't work that way in a perfect world.
I hope he doesn't go to.
You want me to go out there and give you my all, but you're not giving me your all. So
shit, I hope he doesn't go to the Vikings.
Like I've been. At some point, if you're Brandon Aiyuk and the 49ers won't commit to you, why am I going to commit everything to them? And you're Deebo Samuel, and you're like, okay, you don't want to pay me my $20 million, then what am I going to go out there? And so I think the 49ers, Adam and Lewis, are going down a slippery slope.
Deebo is about that bag, bro.
Have their cake.
You got to have that bag.
1 more year and eat it too, and then have their replacement already ready. The NFL just never works like that, guys.
Well, but don't you think these wide receivers know what's coming? They've had Brock Purdy on this rookie contract in recent years, and everybody there knows that they can't keep him on that contract. He's eligible for an extension for the first time.
Brock Purdy is gonna get a massive bag, bro. A massive bag. And props to him, man. He's fucking Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Massive Bag. Now that is a story. Wow.
After the season, everybody there knows Brock Purdy has to be and is going to be paid. And so you can't pay everybody. You can't pay Brock Purdy and 2 wide receivers.
You can.
And a running back.
You can pay
It just
everybody.
doesn't work like that. And I'd like to think, maybe I'm
if they
naive,
want to pay
that
everybody.
we're all mature adults and that they'll make the decision
Yeah.
after this year about what's best for this team.
Bro, the cap space doesn't apply in the NFL. What the fuck?
Yeah. The only thing I would say is that some people say facts over feelings. I would say cash over feelings right now, because that's really what it's going to come down to, right? They're not going to have the cash or the cap space or cap over feelings. Let's put it that way. Let's just call it cap over feelings. Because they can't. Look, so Brandon Aiyuk or Debo, I get it, Booger. I get what you're saying. They have proven that they are productive, high level players. But John Lynch is saying,
Yeah.
hey, man, there's only so much cap, only so much cash. So we got to keep on chugging down the road.
Yeah. There's only so much cash. So much cash. Bruh. But shit, man. If I was Brandon Aiyuk, give me that bag, baby. This is what it is, man. That's how the world is.